Scene 1, The Invisible Girl. The lunch bell rang across Redwood High, and the courtyard slowly filled with the usual noise, laughter, gossip, sneaker scuffs on pavement. But in one far corner, under the shadow of a tree, sat Emily Carter, the quietest girl in 10th grade. Thin-framed glasses, an oversized uniform, and her long brown hair falling like a curtain over her face, she kept to herself with a tattered copy of Jane Eyre clutched tightly in her hands. Nobody really knew Emily. She transferred in last semester after her father passed. Since then, she walked the halls like a shadow seen, but unnoticed. Teachers called on her rarely, and classmates avoided her awkward silences. But Emily didn't mind. She felt safest in her silence. What the others didn't know was that Emily used to smile. She once played the piano, laughed freely, and had dreams of becoming a writer. But ever since her dad, Michael Carter, a retired Marine and her only parent, died in a car accident, the light in her had dimmed. He used to call her Soldier Girl. He taught her how to fight, how to never run from injustice. But Emily had buried that part of herself the day she buried him. Until today. Scene 2, The Hyenas Approach. Across the courtyard, 3 boys watched Emily with sneers curling on their lips. Chad Donovan, the self-proclaimed alpha, quarterback, and born bully. Liam Foster, the sidekick, always laughing but never leading. Jason Brooks, the wildcard, cruel in silence and smiles. "She's such a weirdo," Chad said, tossing his Gatorade bottle into a bush. "She always wears the same baggy uniform." "Maybe she's hiding something under there," Liam laughed. Jason grinned. "Let's find out." Emily looked up from her book and saw them coming. Her stomach dropped. She tried to stand and walk away, but they reached her in 3 strides. "Hey, nerd," Chad said, slapping the book from her hands. Emily froze. "Don't ignore us." "Say something," Liam added, nudging her shoulder. She stepped back. Then, in one fast motion, Chad grabbed her collar and yanked. With a loud RRRIP, her uniform shirt tore open at the front, revealing her undershirt. A gasp erupted from a nearby table. Emily's arms flew to cover herself, her cheeks flushed with humiliation, her eyes filling with tears. Jason laughed like it was a game. Who knew shy girls could be fun? Time slowed. In that moment, Emily felt every ounce of shame, every sleepless night, every insult and whisper, all boil into something she hadn't felt in years. Anger. Scene 3, The Fire Awakens. Emily heard her father's voice in her head. "Remember your center. Stay grounded. Strike only when necessary, but strike with conviction." She slowly straightened up. Her hands dropped from her chest. Her eyes locked onto Chad's, not as prey, but as someone ready to end the hunt. "I said apologize." Chad blinked. "What?" "I said apologize." Before he could react, Emily lunged. Wham! Her knee rocketed up, smashing into Chad's ribs with a crunch that echoed across the courtyard. He collapsed with a scream. Jason grabbed her from behind, big mistake. Emily ducked, elbowed him in the gut, and in one smooth motion, flipped him over her shoulder. He hit the ground hard, groaning. Liam panicked. He swung wide. She dodged it, grabbed his wrist, twisted hard, and snapped his legs out with a sweep kick. He hit the ground, winded. The courtyard was silent. Eyes wide. Phones filming. Emily stood above them all, chest heaving, uniform torn but spirit unbroken. For the first time, the shy girl didn't look invisible, she looked unstoppable. Scene 4, Aftermath. Teachers ran in seconds later. Emily didn't resist. She walked calmly to the principal's office, where she told the truth, every word of it. The footage from phones only confirmed her story. Dozens of students came forward. Chad, Jason, and Liam had been tormenting kids for years, but no one ever stood up to them. Until now. Chad suffered 2 broken ribs, Jason had a fractured wrist, and Liam walked with a brace for weeks. All 3 were expelled. Emily, to her surprise, was not punished. Instead, the school counselor asked her to speak in an anti-bullying assembly. It was the first time Emily stood in front of a crowd, and when she spoke, people listened. Scene 5, The Rise of Emily Carter. Weeks passed, and Emily was no longer just that quiet girl. She became a symbol. Students started inviting her to sit with them. Teachers praised her courage. She even joined the school's martial arts club, finally reigniting her old love for training. But Emily never changed who she was, still soft-spoken, still book-loving. Only now, she walked with her head up, and when she saw someone being mistreated, she stepped in. When asked why she fought back, she said, "I didn't want to hurt anyone. I just wanted them to stop taking pieces of me, because I've already lost too much." Closing message. Emily Carter's story isn't about violence. It's about knowing your worth. It's about how even the quietest voice can roar when the moment demands it. And that you never truly know someone's strength until you try to break them and fail. She wasn't just fighting back. She was taking back her power.